Imagine we are standing in a circle holding hands, and extend your hands and feel me gently taking your hand as we form the circle and prepare to journey to the deeper world, to Hecate's garden. Let's pause for a moment here to stretch our roots out, tethering our physical selves, grounding us, giving us that security in our physical beings so that our spiritual beings may journey. Feel the opening of your heart as we connect as a coven to each other and to Hekate and our sovereign goddesses and the deeper world, and that strength of your strong back. Now turn your attention to your crown. You may actually be wearing one, a symbol of your sovereignty, a symbol of that deeper vision, of that ability to transcend out of the ordinary, to have these deeper experiences where we find meaning and connection and healing. Allow that deeper vision, that third eye, the sight of the Sibyl, the sight of the seer. Allow that now to open. And see that entrance to Hecate's beautiful garden. Step through that entrance now, joining me and our other guides as we step into Hecate's garden. Today, the garden is resplendent. It is sunset in the garden, marking the longest day, the day when the sun shines for the most hours, and our beloved moon must wait. As the sun is setting, the moon is rising. And as we walk through the garden, we see it in a new light, with clarity, renewed in purpose, renewed in spirit. And as we gather around our moon altar, experience it in the sunlight, experience it in the dusking of the day as the sun is setting and the moon is rising in a truly liminal space. We are beings of the liminal, Hecate's witches, walkers between worlds, spinners of the thread. And we call out to you now, great Hekate, as we gather around your moon altar. We call to you to bless us with your presence. We bring offerings. We bring our humility and our gratitude. And we call to great Artemis, the wild queen. Bless us with your presence. Great Artemis, who teaches us to go our own way, to become untamed, rewilded, free. We call upon mighty Persephone, Anassa Eneroi. We see ourselves reflected in your journey from naive one to queen, to the sovereign one, to the one who rose again. Great Persephone, bless us with your presence. We call upon the mother Persephone, wise Demeter, she who teaches us that structure and order are needed to temper all things. That authenticity without discipline is erratic. She also teaches us that anger is righteous and that we have a right to be angry. Wise Demeter, bless us with your presence. We call upon the great witch queens. We call upon mighty Circe, Regina Pharmakeia, queen of the natural world. She who shows us the way into our magic. She who guides us towards her plants. She who shows us the way of spells and the way of wholeness. Bless us with your presence. And finally, we call upon mighty Medea, Regina Veneficarum, queen of the poison path. Mighty Medea, our toughest teacher. Who stands before us to remind us that wholeness only comes from embracing the shadow. That poison heals. And that betrayal is real. We welcome you all. We honor you all. And we come seeking your blessing. And as the goddesses bestow their words and their gifts upon us, we feel our crown of sovereignty placed on our head. We are sovereign witches, powerful beyond measure, sacred lineage, It is I, Circe. Come, listen. Be still for a moment. Receive your crown. Be sovereign. Stand with us. We are your goddesses, your companions, your teachers, your healers, your guides. Do not deny us. To deny yourselves, us, is to deny yourself, you. You delight here in the transcendent, where all is free, worries forgotten, aches and pains, disease left behind in the physical. Yet I speak to that physical. I speak to that body. I speak to the body that you are blessed with. What a gift. How I have longed to be mortal. How I have longed to know life as you know it. Oh, I have known heartbreak, the heartbreak of eternity. I have known joy, but it always ends. I have felt all the things you feel, and yet, for me, I long for your humanity. Embrace your humanity. Embrace that body, however imperfect it may be. Every ache and pain, every disease, every diagnosis, all of it, it is a gift. While you may be tempted to abide here in the etheric and separate from the body, it is the body that is your teacher. It is the body that is your school. Nourish it, tend to it well, love it. The next time you feel an ache or a pain, or you cut your finger, in the midst of it all, say, I am alive. I am alive. The next time you are betrayed, the next time your heart is broken, and don't avoid those things. They are your teachers. In the midst of the tears, and when you are laying on the floor of the bathroom, say, I am suffering and miserable, and I am alive. When you stand under dear Luna and you feel her power and that connection, and you know whose you are, in the midst of that wonder and awe, say, I am alive. when you weave your spells to life, using intuition and scraps, as you are in the midst of this process, say, I am alive. To be sovereign, to be true, to be authentic. Is to be alive. Do not let your own life pass you by. When the stories of me were told by the men of old, they made me a bit player. I was a minor character in someone else's story. Do not be that. Be the star of your story. Be alive. Honor our great mother Hekate. Honor all of us here by being alive. Now it's time for us to go back, to depart from the garden. As the sun sinks, we take our treasures, the words, the embraces, the gifts we received, and we collect them in our heart as we walk back down the path, with me leading the way, stepping back into regular mind, becoming aware of your breath, wiggling around in your seat, relaxing your roots, staying connected, but fully back in your body, relaxing your heart connection to the circle and to the deeper world, and allowing that gate to the deeper world to gently close until next time.